Assalamualaikum Doktor. Okay, we are from Group 5, Employee of Performance. We want to present about our group project. Okay, before we continue with this presentation, I want to introduce my group members, which is the first one is Putri Nurhaliza binti Muhammad Syabuhan, Siti Rafiza binti Abdul Samad, Nur Syafina binti Hamzah, and Nur Syukrina Alia binti Zahari. Okay, before I start with the first presentation, which is part introduction, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Rafiza binti Abdul Samad, and my metric number is 270127. Okay, the company that we choose is Sime Darby company. Okay, why we choose this company? Because this company is a large company which operated as an investment holding company. Okay, the main activities in this company are in manufacturing motor vehicles, in the management of the companies, and also the enterprise. Sime Darby company is also being a long-running firm, has received several honors and accolades for its accomplishment. Okay, the most recent award they received was in 2019, where they came in second placeable at the PwC Bulletin Trust Awards. Okay, next I pass to my friends to continue the presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatin Waina binti Hasbubah and my number metric is 271283. I'm from the Group 5. We'll talk about the challenges in managing employee performance, the current scenario. Employee performance is a measure of how well an employee performs required work tasks and how quickly they meet deadlines or requirements. Employee performance can be calculated from three sources, which is the employee themselves, their reporting managers, and those who work for them. Sime Darby is a company that is strongly driven by its value and its employees, who are at the heart of everything it does, with endless opportunities for personal and professional growth as well as competitive rewards. At Sime Darby, no matter who they are or what their position is, they are all motivated by the same goal, which is to generate positive returns for the economy and society. Sime Darby is also a company that values employee performance, so they create opportunities for growth in successful, high-performing organization, drive a performance culture with competitive rewards, and are also driven by values and social responsibility. And Sime Darby also have their own challenges during pandemic COVID-19 in managing employee performance. There are 5 challenges that I will elaborate, which is changes in the company rules, remote work may become permanent, the foreign worker hiring freeze drive labor shortage, take the lead to reskill the workforce, and the last one is retention employee. First, the changes in the company rules. Because of the pandemic COVID-19, the employees not more allowed to go work and need to work from home for avoid the cases increase. So the employer and the organization will having a hard time in managing employees' performance since they cannot see the progress and monitor the employee at their workplace. The employer needs to use the other rules when the government allow the employees to go work as usual, which is the new policies to the employees. But there is also need to do the schedule of work for not being favored in the workplace. Second, remote work may become permanent. According to surveys, employers desire more of their on-site staff to continue working remotely once the epidemic is over. Puan Ruslaini Faiz, as Group Chief Human Resources Officer of Sime Darby Berhad, said that this transition will bring with its own set of human resource issues. Because of a few of them are afraid of the COVID-19, the company will see more individuals working remotely when it is over. As a result, the talents acquired during this period will most likely continue to be established and improved. Building connections is one of the human resource professionals' strengths, and the business believe the difficulty is how to continue to create those ties as the nature of work and the human resource function evolve. Next, the foreign worker hiring freeze drives labor shortage. The airlines suspend domestic flights in case to prevent the virus from spread. Next, the foreign worker hiring freeze drives labor shortage. The airlines suspend those domestic flights in case to prevent the virus from spread and will operate on a small scale after this. So, the foreign workers cannot come into Malaysia for a while, so it makes that the demand of Malaysian workers are increased than before this. Sime Darby Plantation Berhad appears to have extended a rare invitation to Malaysians to fill various on-site oil palm plantation jobs during pandemic COVID-19. Sime Darby Plantation stated on its website that the job openings include harvesters, general laborers, and oil palm processing plant staff. The positions are located on Sime Darby Plantation's oil palm farms in Malaysia. Furthermore, take the lead to reskill the workforce. During the uncertain time, however, this can be a tough process since staff must be retrained to work and lead successfully in a remote workplace because conventional face-to-face training formats are no longer efficient. Human resource directors must be innovative and embracing of digital learning via online platforms, as well as developing their own bespoke courses to create a virtual asynchronous or live learning environment for approach employee reskilling amid the pandemic by implement a solution for performance enablement. By integrating performance data to a tailored learning experience, performance enablement technologies help businesses to develop a resilient and adaptive workforce. Lastly, retention employee. The challenges of staff retention is the last item on the list. It is a significant situation because keeping a worker is just as challenging as finding one. Thanks to today's numerous employment opportunities, employees now have a wealth of options. It applies that if you don't treat them well, you will have a lot of options. As a result, employee attrition is becoming a severe danger to organizations around the world. This turnover not only degrades the working environment and decreases productivity, but it also increases expenditures. Because, as the cliche goes, the first impression is the last. The first few days of onboarding are crucial in terms of intention. Especially during pandemic COVID-19, most of the organization had to stop the organizations and lay off their workers more than it should because the organizations cannot bear workers' expenses anymore. So, the organization cannot do the retention employee during the pandemic, and if need to retention employee, then it cannot add more new workers for a while until the government can give the permission to work as usual. That's all from me, then I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Siti Nafisa binti Abdul Samad. And my matric number is 270127. Okay, I continue with the parts of managing in employee performance of Sime Darby company. Okay, performance reviews are used to support decision-related training and career development, also composition, transfers, promotions, and reduction in force to employees' termination. Okay, there are few strategies that Sime Darby company use to manage their employee performance, which is the first one is about increasing happiness at the workplace. Okay, this because that we know that the employees will be happy when they get the benefits from that company. So their work performance will be better, and then also the manager or company can also help make sure the people are happy engaged at work, and they do it so that isn't embarrassing to the companies. Okay, next, they also use the keep in the mind the big picture. Okay, this because the company as well as have to remind the employees how each of their actions influence the overall project or team objectives. Okay, I pass to my friends to continue with the parts of managing employee performance. Okay, thank you.
Okay, in managing employee performance, we can empower employee. How we can empower employee? By giving more autonomy to the employee. So it can foster workers to be more productive. Okay, we also can improve their performance by hiring capable leader who can able to motivate, influence, and inspire others to increase their maximum potential. So in this way, the employee will be able to complete their task and be responsible when they are confident and proud to do the task when we give them effective communication. So this can expand the employee wings to higher performance in the employee engagement and retention. Okay, in addition, we can measure the level of employee performance. Okay, this is because they deserve to give an opportunity for the promotion. So we enhance the development to achieve advanced performance from day by day. We also can increase employee productivity to optimize its workforce management and planning from the measure the level of employee performance. Gathering suggestions for improvement is also one way to manage employee performance. This is because employees shape and sustain the future of the company as they contribute to and influence every project undertaken as well as a team. So, to evaluate the performance of employee, we use the method through evaluation form and employee self behavior. So we can see improvement in the employee can also be implemented in each organization fairly and equitably.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Shafina binti Hamzah, nombor metrik 271301. I will continue the next part, which is new ways of managing employees' performance. Managing employee performance is critical to achieving organization goals, keeping workers engaged, and being willing to react in the workplace to help employees who are struggling to maintain their performance. The use of predictive analytics data to analyze the company's aim and provide fresh opportunities is responsible. It's also an engaging strategy for directing all of the company personnel and bringing out their finance job performance in the workplace. Performance management is critical at the corporate level to ensure that business strategy and goals are met. Understanding the expectation of both the job and the people is required for effective performance management. A constant framework is said to be necessary for effective performance management. The method in which a corporation or organization manages workers' performance must always be improved. The cooperation or organization in charge of employee performance must always to be fully up to date and new method of managing employee performance. The first way that we can make is set the objective appropriately. When setting goals for the firm or organization, it's critical that they reflect company culture and workers' talent. We recommend that the management look into their department historical performance, find area for development, and estimate the performance that will help them attain their goals. We are great belief in SMART objective when it comes to achieving good goals. It is characterize all goals and exact, quantitative, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These objectives are easily transformed into KPIs, making the ideal for performance management. While having the correct goal is important, managers must also ensure that they have the right people on their team. Ensure that the proper individuals are assigned to the appropriate responsibilities. In this case, we propose that you review their previous performance, which is straightforward in podcast, and speak with your employees to see where their drive reside. There could be started, especially now that talent is more difficult to come by and people have more flexibilities in terms of where they work. The second way is set a structure and provide support. Broad-minded communication is required to develop a hybrid work environment that make employees feel at ease. You cannot constantly listen to people and email when you should be doing something else as a manager or supervisors. Create a communication strategy that require younger workers to seek help from more senior colleagues before contacting you, if necessary, and offer the collaborative tools required to promote this connection. As we all know, during the COVID-19 epidemic, we must adjust our jobs habit and work from home. So the manager has made the best option on how to maintain communicating in the face of the epidemic and believe that he can still reach his objective by working as a team. As a result, you can guarantee that both junior and senior members of your team are comfortable in their responsibilities and provide much assistance and training. The next way is changing how to evaluate performance. The firm or organization must determine what usefulness the epidemic will provide and then take advantage of the chance to analyze the epidemic's influence of staff performance. Manager may consider additional characteristic such as flexibility, creativity, and organizational change when changing evaluation criteria. Managers should communicate with their employees often and not wait until the end of the year to provide feedback. Companies that used to do annual assessment before the epidemic may wish to end mid-year reviews. Continuous feedback, improve learning, and keeping track of staff all the time generate a sense of belonging. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nushukina Alamitizari. My matric number 273623. Next, I will continue with the part of new ways to manage the employee performance. Next, we should communicate the planning. As we know, communication are really important in the company or organization. It is to articulate an action plan after establish a framework. It is also to ensure that each employees are aware of what is required of them. It may be beneficial to develop KPIs for graduates. This, in fact, facilitates the review process. When interacting with one teams, be sure to utilize straightforward technology. Use data and graphic to help you explain what you are saying. Business intelligence software enable you to share reports of KPI progress. At this level, managers have to mentor and challenge the staff on a regular basis. They have to analyze their feedback, listen to any problem that they may have, and give necessary help. As a manager, they are accountable to assisting their employees in improving their skill. The manager should be aware of their employees' diverse learning style, and they need to make sure the manager's tutoring style is personalized to the person. Lastly, set the company goals clearly and coach effectively the employees. Goals play an important role in the company or organizations. With the clear goals, the company will gain success. Performance goal for the employee should be the same and aligned from the company or organization goals. The goals include the job description goals, project goals, behavioral goals, and stress goals. To complete and have the goal, both employer and employees need to be involved. The continuous coaching should be provided at the company or organization. It is to train the employees to be better at work and improve their performance. Coaching should be given to all the employees, either they are new entrants or not. Coaching makes the employees feel more motivated because they can trust from their employer. Their employer are important to the employees to help them build their capability in performing their job. The employees always need to be alert with all the things that are involved with the employee performance. So in the conclusion, as we can see that some Darby companies are really successful. They are able and achieve mostly the goals that had been stated at the company. The management at the company are really keen on and pay their attention toward the employee, such as they pay attention on their employees' welfare. Many ways and things that be done at the company to sustain and make the employee performance better from time to time. Some Darby company improve all the time. As we can see, some Darby Berhad companies, even though there are many challenges that they need to face, they are able to endure it. Especially during this current situation, which is pandemic COVID-19, many things need to be renewed and done at the company, which involve the employees too. The Sime Darby Berhad managed to handle the situation. We also learned that a good employee performance play an important role in making the company or organization successful. In the performance appraisal that were done in the company, not just only to evaluate the employee performance, but it is also to improve and align the employee performance to make the company's goals being reached. In reaching the goals of the company or organization, the employees plays important roles and the goals are depend on their performance in doing the work at the workplace. The managers and employees at the Sam Darby Berhad are involved and participate themselves in any discussion which is on the employees' performance, and they exchange the idea whenever needed. This shows that all the people need to always be together and help each other in making the company successful. I think that's all from us. Thank you.